This star could explode at any moment, and when it does, the whole world will witness it. Even in broad daylight, NASA has already confirmed it. Their telescopes monitor this star 24/7. Its name? Betelgeuse. But what makes this star so dangerous? Why is it under constant observation? And what exactly will happen if it detonates in our lifetime? In this video, we'll travel across time and space to unravel the mystery behind one of the most unstable and colossal stars in the visible universe. We'll explore the science, the suspense, and the stunning cosmic consequences that make Betelgeuse a star unlike any other. Betelgeuse is what scientists call a red supergiant, one of the largest and brightest classes of stars in the cosmos. It's located in the Orion constellation, a celestial landmark that's been admired by civilizations for thousands of years. Specifically, Betelgeuse marks Orion's right shoulder. It's roughly 642 light-years away from Earth, which means the light reaching our eyes today left Betelgeuse during the 14th century, around the time medieval castles stood strong across Europe. In terms of scale, Betelgeuse defies imagination. If our sun were a tennis ball, Betelgeuse would be the size of a skyscraper. If you placed it in the center of our solar system, it would engulf the orbits of Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and maybe even Jupiter. It's over 700 times wider than the Sun and shines up to 140,000 times more brightly in infrared wavelengths. Despite that brilliance, it's cooler than the Sun, which gives it that distinct reddish hue. Yet this immense scale has a downside. Giant stars burn through their nuclear fuel quickly, living fast, dying young. Betelgeuse, estimated to be just 8 to 10 million years old, is already nearing the end of its life. That's incredibly short compared to our 4.6 billion-year-old Sun. As it stands today, Betelgeuse is a ticking cosmic time bomb, a silent giant, preparing for its final act. All stars are born from vast clouds of gas and dust known as nebulae. Gravity pulls these particles together until pressure and temperature become so extreme that nuclear fusion ignites, marking the birth of a star. During most of a star's life, it fuses hydrogen into helium in its core. This reaction provides the light and heat we see, the very energy that makes life on Earth possible. But nothing lasts forever. And as the hydrogen runs out, the star begins to change. It expands, becoming a red giant, or, in Betelgeuse's case, a red supergiant. Its outer layers balloon outward, while the core grows denser. Eventually, the star starts fusing heavier and heavier elements, helium into carbon, carbon into oxygen, and so on, all the way up to iron. Iron is the point of no return. Unlike previous fusion stages, iron doesn't release energy, it absorbs it. Once a star's core is dominated by iron, fusion stops. The outward pressure vanishes, and gravity wins. The core collapses rapidly. Temperatures soar into the billions of degrees, and in a fraction of a second, a shock wave is born. It rushes outward, tearing through the star's outer layers. What follows is one of the most powerful explosions the universe can create. A supernova. This is the fate that awaits Betelgeuse. And when it happens, it will be visible across the entire planet. In late 2019, astronomers noticed something strange. Betelgeuse began to dim, and not just a little. Its brightness dropped by nearly 40%. For a star that bright, that's a dramatic shift. The world took notice. Was this the moment we had all been waiting for? Was Betelgeuse about to explode? Telescopes were redirected. Headlines exploded. Speculation ran wild. But the supernova never came. Instead, scientists discovered that Betelgeuse had ejected an enormous cloud of dust. This dust cloud temporarily obscured part of the star's light, giving the illusion of a fading star. Still, the event reminded everyone of one thing. Betelgeuse is unstable, and anything can happen at any time. When a supernova occurs, it's not just a bright flash. It's the death of a star and the birth of something new. The explosion can briefly outshine an entire galaxy. It produces heavy elements like gold, silver, uranium, and those elements are scattered across the universe. Everything we are comes from events like this: the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe. It all came from ancient stars that lived and died long before Earth was formed. Betelgeuse's death will one day become part of new worlds, new stars, and possibly new life. When Betelgeuse finally goes supernova, it will be impossible to miss. It could appear brighter than the full moon. It might be visible during the day and stay visible for weeks or months. This will be the most spectacular light show ever seen by humanity. A once-in-a-civilization cosmic event. There will be no danger, no radiation threat, only beauty. And a powerful reminder that we live in a dynamic and ever-changing universe. NASA and observatories around the world are watching Betelgeuse closely, using telescopes like Hubble, James Webb, and ground-based instruments. They track its brightness, temperature, and chemical composition. They're looking for clues, trying to predict the moment it will explode. But predicting a supernova is like predicting when a bubble will pop. You can see it swelling, you can hear it stretch, but the exact moment? That remains a mystery. Betelgeuse is not just a star. It's a story, a question, a ticking clock in the sky. One day, it will explode. Maybe tonight, maybe in 100,000 years. But when it does, the universe will light up, and for a brief moment, we'll all witness the death of a giant. Until then, we watch, we wait, and we wonder. If you enjoyed this journey through the cosmos, consider subscribing. There's so much more to discover.